Harley Davidson has thrown two new nameplates onto its Softail platform this summer, and both are staring straight down the same buyer's checkbook. The 2026 Deadwood, unveiled in mid-July as a bare-bones, blacked-out cruiser priced at $17,999, arrives just weeks after the revived Super Glide rolled out in June at $15,999. Both bikes share the same steel and aluminum bones, the same Milwaukee 8 117 Classic V-twin, and the same 64.2-inch wheelbase. Yet Harley is positioning them as opposites. One leans into stripped-down, war-surplus rebellion. The other resurrects a 1971 icon dressed for America's 250th birthday. For a shopper trying to choose, the differences that matter aren't in the numbers on the spec sheet. They're in what each bike is actually for. Mechanically, there's almost nothing to argue about. Both machines run the identical Milwaukee 8 117 Classic engine, tuned for a broad, low-effort torque curve rather than outright thrills, 120 pound-foot at a lazy 2,500 RPM, and 98 horsepower at 4,600 RPM, routed through the same 6-speed cruise drive gearbox and belt final drive. Both get the same 3 ride modes, the same lean-sensitive ABS, traction control, and engine drag torque control, and the same USB-C charging port bolted onto a heritage-style dash. If a buyer is shopping on horsepower or electronics, this comparison ends here. It's a wash. The real decision point is cosmetic and philosophical, not mechanical, which should be a relief to anyone tired of spec sheet arms races, but also a reason to be skeptical of paying a premium for either bike's distinct identity. That's where the Deadwood starts to look like the more honest proposition. Harley's design team frames it as a callback to the earliest bobber customs, and the bike backs that story up with genuine restraint. Denim black paint, blacked-out trim, minimal chrome outside the engine's top end, and a tank-mounted analog speedometer that skips the screen entirely. It's also 30 pounds lighter than the Super Glide at 686 pounds, rides on a shorter 5.8-inch trail for marginally quicker steering, and comes with floorboards and a proper windshield built in. Genuinely useful touches for anyone planning to actually rack up miles rather than just parking it at a bike night. The Super Glide, on the other hand, is selling nostalgia and scarcity as much as it's selling a motorcycle, and buyers should go in with eyes open about what that means. Limited to 2,500 numbered units worldwide and sold only in one color combination, white with chrome trim and barn shield graphics lifted from the original 1971 model. It's built to be a collector's piece as much as a rider's bike, right down to chrome-plated mini-ape handlebars, engine covers, and wheel rims that will demand more polishing than the Deadwood ever will. It does undercut the Deadwood by $2,000, and the mini-ape bars and step passenger seat give it a more overtly retro custom stance, but the limited run means dealer availability and any-day walk-in purchases are far less certain. A real consideration for anyone who wants a bike now rather than chasing a specific numbered unit through a dealer network. So which one actually deserves the money? If the priority is a lighter, more versatile Softail that rewards daily riding, with wind protection, footboards, and a livery that won't show every fingerprint, the Deadwood is the more defensible buy, even at $2,000 more, and it will be visible in the metal for the first time on August 7th at the Sturgis Rally, giving shoppers a real chance to sit on one before committing. If the goal is owning a numbered piece of Harley's 250th anniversary marketing push, with chrome that photographs beautifully and a direct lineage to the original FX, the Super Glide earns its keep, provided the buyer accepts that scarcity, not substance, is the product being sold. Neither bike is faster, lighter on electronics, or meaningfully different underneath the sheet metal than the other. The honest advice is to buy the story that actually matches how the bike will get ridden, not the one that looks best sitting still in a showroom.